Stoney, I think we can both agree Pistons need to make some changes, right?
Yeah.
This team is good. I don't think this is a bring the band back together team and they're going to get greater. I think that you got to cut down on some turnovers. They're going to have to make – I look at Trajan Langdon. Trajan's going to have to do some moves. But when I was going through everything, I then got to wondering, what if it's Jaden Ivey? What if Jaden Ivey is the answer? Jaden Ivey's the ball handler that we're all wanting. Jaden Ivey's the guy that can help Cade out and bail Cade out and set up everybody so Cade's not having to turn the ball over so many times, that he's not, tired at the end of games because he's having to run the team. Maybe Jaden Ivey's the answer, and I know, hey, when they play together, they're not that good. But let's see them together under Bickerstaff. Let's see them together for a year because Bickerstaff has gotten more out of a lot of players that I thought was dead weight. Mm-hmm. Okay? I sort of was like, okay, this was a wasted draft pick. And now all of a sudden, he looks pretty good.
Yes, he does.
He's gotten a lot out of a ton of players. Tobias Harris was brought here basically to be traded away. And you're like, wait, he actually looks pretty good. Maybe Jaden Ivey's the answer. Now I know. I still say, hey, we need to go out and make a trade and do whatever, but let's not underestimate the value of Ivey. That's the guy that I'm thinking, maybe he's already here. We want the big splash. Maybe the splash is here.
Yeah, and I don't know how you're going to get the big splash where you're going to have enough assets to get the big splash. And we're talking big splash, you're talking somebody like Giannis, who might want to leave Milwaukee. And I've heard, well, why would he come here? I don't think I don't think Giannis is a guy who, has to be in that type of an environment. I mean, where he came from, then he moved to Greece, and then, Milwaukee, he's very happy there. I think he's, he doesn't need South Beach or L.A. or things like that.
He doesn't. Now, there's some names out there, Stoney, and look, I realize when you do the whole draft machine type of things, it's just fans
trade machine.
Trade machine. Yeah, trade machines. It's just fans having fun.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys that you would be amazed that the Pistons could get. Now, here's the biggest problem. And I'm going to ask the Pistons fans, 248-539-9797, who do you think they need to go out and target? Who do you think they need to complete this team? Who is that guy that you're hoping that Trajan Langdon's picking up the phone and calling? There's a couple we talked about in the last segment. Stoney, I'm starting to warm up to Kevin Durant. If you bring KD here for 2 years and 2 years only.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'll bring him here a year. And if he wants to be traded or something after a year, fine. But I think if you add somebody of that caliber to this team, you have changed. Now you're looking at a team that's going to be a lot better. You have another scorer. It's not just Cade. At that point, you're like, oh, Cade's the Batman. You know what? You got two scorers. I don't care who's Batman. I don't care who's Robin, okay? You got two guys who can go out there and get it done late in the game. It's not just Cade and everybody else. Kevin Durant, here's what you want to know what it will cost you? Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart. That's it. Now, Phoenix would have to waive two people, but you could make that trade, and that's what it'd be. Now,
you probably have to give a number one as well, too, don't you?
No.
Don't they want to get the number ones
back?
Well,
you don't have any. You don't have
this year.
You don't have this year's, but you do have 2026. You do have 2027's first-round pick, 2028, 29. So you do have.
Yeah.
So you have to give up next year's and 2028 because it can't be consecutive. So
right.
Here's another trade.
I don't know if I'd give up that much for Durant. 2 and those, I don't think so.
Here's another trade. Hey, hold on. Let me make sure this still works. Believe it or not, Zion was another name.
Okay.
Now, I know Zion is polarizing, but here's what people in Detroit have to remember. There's no perfect player you're going to trade for. Okay? No. There's not.
And here's
there's a knock on everybody.
And here's the thing with Zion. If the Pistons decide not to trade for Zion, there's a reason you trust why. If the Pistons decide to trade for Zion, there's a reason you say okay. And that reason is Trajan Langdon and Michael Blackstone and other people of this organization that were in New Orleans. They know Zion.
They know Zion.
They know Zion the good. They know Zion the bad. So if if it's true that Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver and the brain trust of the New Orleans Pelicans want to trade Zion Williamson and they want to start afresh.
What do you think it would take for Zion?
Well,
according to this
okay, what's his money?
He's at about $37 million.
How many more years does he have left?
He's on a 3-year deal, so we still would have another
2 years left.
Yeah.
So to trade machine.
No, plus 3 years after.
So probably Ivy and Harris at least, and
Stoney.
One more.
No, that's it. That's it. Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, it works out. Now, once again, do other teams want Tobias Harris? Do they? You don't have a lot of tradable pieces. No. I know we value them here, but when we're like, oh, we got to make this trade. Well, it takes 2 to trade. Unless you just have a team that's willing to hit rock bottom and says, I just need pieces here and I'll sell them off later. Nobody on your team is like, okay, well, I like this guy. I can build around this guy. I can do the best one you have, maybe Jaden Ivey, because he's still got that unknown factor because he hasn't played as much. So you don't know if we've tapped into his potential yet.
Would Memphis consider
Triple J?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Desmond Bane.
Ooh, that would be cheaper than.
I don't know. He makes a lot.
Well, I'm talking about what you have to give up.
You probably have to give up. Obviously, you have to give up Tobias because of the money.
So it would be like this trade: Tobias and Ivy,
or Tobias and beef stew. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
For Desmond Bane, I think he's 30. It might be or 29. I don't know how old he is, but he scores like 18, 19 a game. He shoots from the outside. He's what's he 6'8", 6'9"? He can run the floor. I don't know.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna try to set this up.
Set the trade machine. You like Desmond Bane? I don't know. Just names out there. Look, chances are it's going to be nobody.
I don't think anybody cares for beef stew. I don't think you're going to get anybody who will bite on beef stew.
Well, they saw what he means to this team. They're just not.
He means something to this team,
right?
Right, for $15 million a year.
But he's only got one more year left, I think, or 2 more years left. Beef stew.
You want Desmond Bane?
Yeah.
And beep, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, same too. Tobias and Jaden.
Yeah.
You can get Desmond Bane. All right, David. Just because you said it. Triple J.
Yeah, I just.
It just laughed at me.
I bet it did. Yeah, I bet.
Keep going.
By the way, Memphis I saw promoted their interim coach to be their head coach.
All right. Hey, Memphis, would you like beef stew? What if we added that to it? Nah, it's still laughing.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
All right.
But they have to make a trade, though. They have to get someone in here to pair with Cade.
All right, let's think of another name. The Boston Celtics are going to be
Bro, I'll put it this way. I've thrown 4 names in there real quick. You ain't getting him. I threw Tobias. I threw Osur. I threw Ivy. I threw Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart. And it's still like, no, not going to happen.
All right. What would you have to give up for, I don't know, Jaylen Brown?
Oh, boy. You don't have enough.
You don't, but Boston is desperate.
Yes, they need to get rid of some people.
But they also want to still win.
Well, no, they want to win this year. And after this year, they're somewhat blowing it up.
Right, I was about to say, if Boston wins this year and
they're good.
Gone back to back,
they're good.
Hey, what are your fans going to say? Hey, guys, we had to hit the reset button.
Yeah.
We've gotten you 2 titles in a row.
We're going to keep Tatum.
Yeah.
And we'll probably keep Derek White. Other than that, we're going to
Harris, Stewart, Ivy, you get Jaylen Brown. That's what this just said.
Harris, Stewart, Ivy.
Gone.
Yes.
Gone.
I know Jaden. I know Brown has some warts, as Mike has discussed with you before, but I don't know. I'd do it.
I mean, you have to make a move. I think that's you were close, but in the NBA, it is the one sport, Stoney, where you can flip a team. You went from 14 wins to almost making it to the second round of the playoffs. you bring in the right player, and that was just by bringing in a couple guys in Schrader and Tobias.
Right.
He didn't really make any great upgrades.
Well, Beasley, he really helped a lot.
And Beasley, I forgot, and Beasley. But I mean, these were
and I would bring back Beasley, but I ain't paying him.
But these were $20 million. These were three cast-off kind of guys.
Correct.
These weren't superstars. So, you got to bring in this is what you did, bringing in three okay players.
Right.
It upgraded your team. What changes do you want? Who are the people that you would like to see the Pistons target? 248-539-9797.